Welcome to Speakeasy Hanoi. My name's Edward, and I'm joined today by An. Hello.
Hello, Edward.
We're going to talk a little bit about learning Chinese. An, where do you study Chinese? Are you in China?
In central Vietnam, actually,
Okay.
Da Nang.
Are there many people in Vietnam who want to learn Chinese?
Yeah, it is. Especially in central Vietnam, there's a lot of students who want to study Chinese there.
Okay. So how many students are studying with you at the school or in the class?
Yeah, at my class, 54 persons study with me.
54? That's a
It's
lot.
like huge.
Yeah. And
Yeah, that's a lot.
so you have 54 students studying with you.
It's very popular major in Da Nang.
Yeah. So why do people study Chinese in Vietnam?
China is the biggest country in the world, and a lot of people speak Chinese,
Mm-hmm.
and they use it a lot just after English, I guess. And one more thing is that a lot of travelers from China travel to Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays, the student want to study Chinese to be a tour guide or translator.
Oh, okay. Okay. So to be a tour guide or maybe to do business. Okay. How long have you been studying Chinese?
I have been studying Chinese for 2.5 years.
Uh-huh. Wow. Have you been there before?
I haven't been there before, but at my school, we're learning about culture and a lot of things about China that we haven't imagined about it before.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think China very nosy, very rough, something like that. That
Right.
actually is, there are a lot of people, they're very nice and kind and sunny.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, Americans have an interesting relationship with China right now because there's just a lot of conflict, and it's actually it's very popular right now to be very suspicious of China and to be very critical of China. And I think that's I don't know. I think that's kind of stupid. I'm not so sure about that. There's some good things about China. I know that China's very modern, and they don't use very much cash. I heard everything like payment systems are all like online.
I've heard about that. Mostly they pay on QR code,
Yeah.
and they just scan it to pay it directly to your bank account.
Yeah.
So I think it's very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to carry so many cash with you.
Right.
And it's quite dangerous in the public. Might be have some pickpocket or something like that. If you lose
right,
this,
exactly.
you have nothing to use, right?
Exactly.
So they're just carrying a phone with them when they want to shopping or buy something.
Right.
And the people can steal the phones. They have no power and everything to open their apps, or how they can steal money from them. Right. So I think that's a good idea.
Is it easy for Vietnamese people to learn Chinese?
It's still difficult to everyone.
What's the most difficult part?
Is writing skill and reading skill.
Oh yeah, of course, the writing. And
for Vietnamese, it's a little bit easier for other country because we grammar is very close to Chinese.
Oh, okay, okay. So in some vocabulary is close too, right?
Yes, correct. Because Vietnam is one of the commonly of China.
So
for 1,000 years.
Oh, right. So there's lots of vocabulary that's similar. Can you give me an example of vocabulary that's similar?
For example, "jian" means meat. "Jian" in 再见, it means see you later. So in Vietnamese, we have a word "tái kiến." 朋友 is mean friend.
Friend, yes.
So in Vietnamese, it's bằng hữu.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
that is Vietnamese Chinese.
Those words are connected.
Pure.
Yeah. So what is your teacher Chinese or is your teacher Vietnamese?
My teacher is Vietnamese who studied in China.
Your teacher speaks Chinese pretty well?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And did many people who started studying Chinese with you, did many people quit
Of course, because it's one of the most difficult language in the world.
So
no one be impatient to study it.
But how many people quit? Was it like 20%, 10%?
Yeah, around 15 to 20%.
Oh, okay. But I bet if you decide to quit, you decide pretty quickly. And then if you decide,
I think so. If you spend like 1 or 2 years, that's long enough for you to.
So
it's too late for you to quit.
So you've been studying for 2.5 years. How much longer are you going to study?
It's just like a few more months, then I graduated.
Okay, great. So I've lived here in Vietnam for 5 or 6 years now, and many of my Vietnamese friends that they say that they don't like China very much. What's the reason?
That's true.
What's the reason for that?
I think Vietnamese don't like China government, not Chinese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think mostly everyone do the same. They don't like China government. Even in my country, everyone say Vietnam is very friendly, but somehow we still have bad guy and good guy.
Right. Are your lessons mostly speaking practice, or is it reading, or how do you divide?
A full skill, like reading, speaking, listening, writing, and translate from Vietnamese to English, and from from Chinese to Vietnamese, and from Vietnamese to Chinese.
Oh, okay.
For like a speaking translate and writing translate.
Yeah. So what did you do this week, for example, in your Chinese class?
Well, nowadays I prepare a presentation about a province in Vietnam in Chinese. And I have some exam I have to do some exam also. It's about writing skill and reading skill.
Right. Wow. Okay. It's been so long since I studied anything. So I have a lot of admiration. I have a lot of admiration for you. Thank you for being with us. Part 2 will continue our discussion on China, coming soon.